The Warfield Center moved into GWB here across from the Littlefield House about a year and a half ago. I'm going to say in the beginning of 2015. So the Warfield Center is really responsible for putting forth all of the programs that are a part of Black Studies here at UT. The Warfield Center galleries speak to what's happening at this time, but not in a way that would be any different from what has happened in the past. It really is a platform for sharing underrepresented narratives, both historical and contemporary.
The Warfield Center is really invested in supporting the voices and visions of artists of color who historically have been marginalized by other museums and galleries. So I think of the Warfield Center as a platform for really bringing the work of these artists to light and bringing it to a wider audience.
We get all different kinds of people in here who may or may not know anything about the history of African American art. And our goal is to make it this an inclusive and positive space. That said, we do center Black experience. We are invested in centering Black people and Black cultural production and Black thought. So I imagine there might be some visitors who that's new for. And our goal is to demonstrate an international art quality that allows people to experience the best art in Austin, whether that's Black or not. And I think part of the mission of this gallery is to treat artists of African descent as professionals, as the very hard cultural producers that they are. And it's certainly not a space that is exclusive in terms of our conception of audience.
The artwork in the Warfield Center's Idea Labs examines the letter writing exchange between this artist who was born in St. Lucia and living in London and this American civil rights activist here in the US. The artist's name is Llewellyn Xavier. Llewellyn Xavier is still alive and he still lives in St. Lucia. He left St. Lucia when he was 16 years old to travel the world. In his 20s he ended up in London and was really struck by the Black arts movement that was sort of gaining momentum at the time.
What I think we try to do as a curatorial team is think about complex ideas and important contributions by artists, particularly thinking about the Black experience, which is certainly not a uniform thing. But there's all different forms of meaning and communication that can happen in here. We really don't try to limit it. If anything, what we try to do is defy expectations and use this space as a place to open up possibilities.
I hope when students come to the gallery, they experience it as a really inclusive place. So students that perhaps haven't been in museums or art galleries a lot are welcome to come in and explore and ask questions and really feel like this is a space for them to experience artwork in an intimate and personal way.
It's not just about art and creative expression. It's also about empowering everybody who comes into the space to find their voice, find what resonates with them, so they can take that back out into the world.